Good day everyone, and welcome to another segment on the bench. Today I'm going to bring you one of my favorite dry flies is the female Adams, a parachute style. I like to tell you the parachute flies, they float really nice in the water, and easy to cast, easy to tie, and just a great presentation. So let's go over the materials we need to tie the fly. I'm going to be using a Temco 100 size 14 dry fly hook. I'll be using some Rainey's float foam. This is a parachute post from Rainey's. Use some of that. I'll be using some 8/0 gray thread. We'll be using some, this is Coq de Leon saddle here for the tailing material. Very nice tailing material. The hackle, I'm going to be using some Cree Super Saddle. You can buy those in 10 packs, I believe. You can buy them in many different colors. You don't have to buy a whole saddle. Buy quarter saddles or half saddles, whatever you like. The dubbing, I'm going to be using some Kapok dubbing. This is from Semperfly. It's an Adams Colors high floating material here. They used it in life jackets years ago. And for the egg sac in the back, I'm going to use some gel core body micro fritz, yellow sunburst, nice and bright, and ties down. Really small, works. I find it works a lot better than trying to find some nice bright yellow dubbing. It's a great little add-on there. Also, we're going to need is some Solarez, bone dry, and a little lamp, and we're cooking with gas. So let's bring in a hook here, and we'll tie one of these little female Adams up. So just a fly that you'll definitely want in your box wherever streams and rivers you fish. You can use this in lakes as well, but primarily a great little stream fly. Rivers, so suggestive. The Adams is such a great pattern. And the female Adams, of course, you can add the egg sac in there, which is another little strike trigger. I know a lot of anglers just swear by this, and it's a great fly. So I just put my post on top, square that off a little bit, and we'll come into the tail end tie-in point here above the point of the barb. I'll grab me some of my Coq de Leon here. Nice mottled, stiff hackle. Saddle from Coq de Leon. Quite inexpensive, and it do a lot of flies. And you can buy this in smaller packs too. A lot of these materials, you don't have to buy the whole skins anymore or whatever. Nice friendly little sizes, and you can still tie hundreds of dry flies, even with like one of those feathers will do a dozen flies, I'm sure. Okay, now we'll come in here with our gel core body micro fritz. And I'll just take 2 turns at the rear. It just gives me a nice little egg sac there. It's really kind of got a little glisten to it. It's really works well. It's a nice little add-on. Thanks to some of these new materials we're getting, and Semperfly from one company is coming out with a lot of really good alternatives. Imagine the old guys would have seen what we're using today, what flies they'd invented. This Adams fly goes back many, many, many years, and one of the best. With working with Kapok dubbing, you want to make sure you kind of work these ends out, get it kind of fluffed out. It can get a little lumpy, so make sure you do that. Then I'm just going to use my Norvise to dub my thread here. And I'll start at the rear. Just want a little, get a bit of a taper going. Make sure I get my thorax. I got in there, knock that off my finger. I'll just tighten that up a little bit. And I don't like to tighten that Kapok dubbing down too tight, because if you want it a little bit fuzzy, it even floats a little better. Now I'll bring the dry fly hackle in. I'll just pull a little bit of the fibers off the stem here. And then I tie it in at the top. I just lay it on top of the body, and I'm just taking a couple turns crossways on the post itself. Then I'll come in with the Solarez bone dry. Get a good amount of that on there. And I'll put that right on the thread post. This is a really easy way of doing parachutes. And it works. They're solid and they work really, really well. I'll bring in my lamp. Go around the post, make sure it's tied on, and she's welded on there with the Solarez. Works really, really well. Get the points of my scissors in here, just trim that off so I don't, the thread, I can just saw that off. There's no tie-in points, tie off. It's such a simple way of doing a really nice little parachute. They float so nice in the water. They're easy to throw, and this way they're really easy to tie as well. So you can use some of your favorite patterns and different flies with the parachute style I just showed you there. So I'd like to thank you again for watching Sport Fishing on the Fly. We'll catch you again real soon.